Hello, my name is Jorge Martinez, and as you can see, cycling is my biggest passion, not only because a huge part of my salary goes to her, but because this passion makes me feel completely happy and fulfilled overall when I'm taking long distance challenges and with CSR purposes.
In 2013, I joined Colt, my current company, and I found out not only that there was a huge passion for the bike, even they were running an international CSR event, riding from offices in different countries to fundraise money for our local charities, which really struck me and awoke my varied passion for the bike.
Since then, I've been riding from Amsterdam to Frankfurt, next year from Frankfurt to Zurich. Last year we rode from Marseille to Barcelona, and this year we are riding from Barcelona to Valencia. More or less about 600 kilometers in 4 stages each year. And the event has become a super event with over 100 riders, and last year we raised over 200,000 euros in total. Each rider runs for his or her local charity organization. In my case, I'm running for 2 very small associations here in Madrid. The first one is ATC, so they care about disadvantaged children in a very small area here close to our office. And the other one is Moldea, that they take care about children with autism disorder. I honestly can say that this is the most valuable experience I have ever lived in as a person, linking both my passion for cycling and supporting the community.
When you start riding road bikes, everything is weird. Bikes seem weak, cars drive very close to you, your position on the bike is not really comfortable. You know, first rides you want to literally remove your back. So it is not easy, and your mind tends to think, okay, quick and play tennis. But little by little, you don't realize, and you have increased your ride distance from 30 kilometers in the early ones to almost 100 in a couple of months. Then you start challenge yourself and you decide to prepare to overcome your limits, which in my case has led to participate in 2 Quebrantahuesos races with over 200 kilometers and 4,000 meters climbing, 2 La Musara races, also almost 200 kilometers and 3.2k meters climbing, and some other long distance races. Cycling has contributed to my personal development in different ways. Firstly, I have created a feeling of need for continuous improvement, making me know that if you want something, you have to fight for it. If you want to improve you have to challenge your limits. If you expect to have different outcomes, like riding faster, you have to make things different from what you have been doing by making some sacrifices, like training harder and more days, taking care of your diet, or going to sleep early on the weekend. One key factor for me about cycling is team building. Although you can think it is an individual sport, I hardly ever go out alone. So I have built a priceless group of friends from different environments, all joined by the bike. It is curious to watch how quick riders integrate among them when you put a bike between the legs. Riders are likely to be open. Everyone is welcome, and really fast you become a new member. Cycling friendships are really solid because sometimes you live some wonderful experience, like finishing an endless stage with many climbs all together as a team, as well as some tough experience, like crashes or those days that weather becomes crazy and makes the day an absolute nightmare. Cycling has strengthened my teamwork skills. I consider this a team sport,
although you can think it depends on your own legs. The group is more powerful than any of its members alone. The proof is that when you train alone and you make, I don't know, maybe 80 kilometers, you want to die when you get to the car to come back home. But when you ride in a group, you can ride maybe 150 kilometers, and then you can even smile when you are drinking a beer after the effort. Also, there are days that you feel so strong that you don't mind pulling the group and wait to that friend who is riding slower, offering him your body as a wind stopper, because you know that you will feel weaker another day, and your legs could say goodbye, and you know the team will be there to protect you and bring you back to the finish point. Last 40 Huesos, I understood that fellowship can be as heartwarming as beating your limits. It was my second participation on this ride, and I wanted to go as faster as possible. I had trained for that. But one of my friends didn't feel very comfortable that day. It was really hot and his legs were like rocks. He was about to retire. So we reduced the pace and crossed all together the finish line. Although I beat my previous time, I could hit a better mark, but the feeling of satisfaction of obtaining a group goal, all that smileys and hugs after the ride, made me understand that team goals overall with love people are more important than individual records. Sometimes I face some stressful and challenging projects at work due to deadlines, extremely high outcomes, or just customer issues. And I can say that when the thought of this is too much for me, I cannot do it comes, because it comes, it's absolutely similar when you are riding your bike and going beyond your limits. Giving up is the easiest option. You only have to get off your bike or tell your manager or whoever in the business that that is not doable. I have learned that nothing is impossible if you draw the proper plan to achieve it. Don't try to achieve your objective in one shot. Do not try to ride 200 kilometers thinking of the finish line from the beginning, otherwise you could get mad. Split your objective into smaller objectives. If the ride has 4 climbs, for example, go one by one. Once you get one climb or one part of the business tasks that you are doing, you would feel more confident and your mind will wonder, this was easier than expected, why don't do it again? And when you realize you are at the end of the ride or your business project, and the feeling or fulfillment is so rewarding.